Hi, welcome to Coffee and Customer Service. This is Jeremy Watkin. I'm from Phone.com and co-author of Communicate Better blog. And I'm here with my partner in crime, Jenny Dempsey. How's it
Hello.
going, Jenny?
Hey, how's it going, Jeremy?
Terrific. Do you have an audience over there?
I do. I'm sitting in that conference room that everyone seems to pass by, and almost had one employee break the window trying to get in here.
You are near the bathroom.
It's true.
Well, in keeping with tradition, what are you drinking today? I got
Oh
water.
man, staying hydrated out here, and in the cold temperatures of San Diego, and yep. What are you
Mountain
drinking up
City. Awesome.
there?
Sorry, the audio trailed out. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I think there might be a delay. What do you drink? Did you already say what you're drinking?
Water. Got my Nalgene going.
Fancy.
Beautiful thing. So today we are going to keep this one a little bit shorter. We're going to share two things, two insights that we learned or gained this week that we'd like to share with you. Obviously, check out communicatebetterblog.com for more amazing insights. But for today, you're going to get two out of us that you can't live without, of course. So, Jenny, did you want to go first, or do you want me to kick it off?
You know what? Why don't you kick it off?
Well, okay, so my first insight. I have been listening to this book called Talk Like Ted by Carmine Gallo. Carmine Gallo, I think is how you pronounce it. He talks about the 9 public speaking traits of great TED speakers, and it's been a really fascinating book. I've learned so much. Some of it, one thing he talked about today as I was listening was posture and how important that is, and doing things like sitting up straight, stretching out your arms and holding it there actually makes you feel more confident and more self-assured, which who wouldn't want some of that? One thing that I really like is his first principle, which is about passion. And great communicators communicate out of their passion. They don't. The more you talk about something you either don't believe in or you're not excited about, the less likely the people listening to you are going to be engaged and interested in your topic. So I challenged myself and our leaders, and I'd like to challenge our customer service staff to think about what they're passionate about. The funny thing is we talked about what we're passionate about a little bit, and a lot of us said solving problems or connecting meaningfully with our customers. We talked about that stuff, and no one said customer service. They said it's some of the stuff that we get to do in customer service, but it makes you realize that you don't really have to be pigeonholed in customer service if you're a great problem solver. This is just one venue where you can do it. So if you can do it in customer service and stay passionate, then do it. So that was my first insight that I thought was really cool. What's yours? What's one of yours?
Well, my first insight, well, I love that one, first of all, and I loved that exercise when you threw that at us in that meeting. That was really, really eye-opening. I think for my first one, I would pick for this week the time. It always goes back to the little details, and I know we really talk about, it's the small things that count, but this goes beyond just the small things. It's not even the small things that we might see on a daily basis. It's the things that hide under the small things, the even smaller things, the tiniest little details that hide in the corners that you may not really get to unless you get down and look for them. And that kind of came to my mind as a couple weeks ago I partook in helping my sister clean the office. She has a cleaning company, and her employees were out sick, so I had to help, and it's really interesting when you look. There's things you look at every day, and they don't necessarily look that dirty. But when you move things around and you get down and you're scrubbing, you're like, whoa, there's a lot more to this. And it just got me thinking about how many levels there are with everything that we do, in work and out of work. But with the focus on customer service, there are so many opportunities to really dig down, even beyond what we can already see with our eyes. So I thought that was really interesting, and that's what I was thinking about when I was cleaning. That's what goes through my head.
Yeah, that's a great tie, Jenny.
What's your second one?
Okay, so my second one is kind of about the little things a little bit. But a couple weeks ago, I was in Chicago, and TSA agent was examining the boarding pass and ID of a person in front of me, and she said, "Oh, by the way, I see your birthday's coming up. Happy birthday!" And I mean, how often do we hear people bash TSA agents for the way they treat customers? So it was really refreshing to see that, but then it's a great insight that if you have information at your fingertips or available to you about your customer, don't hold on to it. Use it. Especially, I mean, if you see your birthday, that's just a great example of the agent taking the opportunity to do a little something extra for the customer. And I thought that was really cool that she took it upon herself. I don't know if that's in their training or if that was just a star employee. I sort of think maybe it was the star that we were witnessing there. So that was cool, just to see someone take the opportunity that was right in front of them.
That was really awesome.
And what was your last one?
My last one was about kind of jumping back to perspective and, looking at things through a lens of not forgetting the fun, like you mentioned in your post, and kind of, moving things around if you have to make something that isn't necessarily fun. And I wrote a post yesterday. I was kind of inspired just by hearing things, either whether it be on, that I read on the internet or just from friends. And failure is a big deal, and we all are so afraid. Well, a lot of us are very afraid to fail, but how do you change that perspective? And I stumbled across J.K. Rowling's speech at Harvard back in 2008, and she talks about, why you should fail, and just kind of shifting the perspective to that being something that isn't necessarily the worst thing that could happen. It sucks, but there are really good things that can come out of it. And if you shift your perspective, how strong that is, and how powerful that is to help you change the course of your entire life, or the course of the customer experience, and very cool stuff. So perspective was my number 2.
That's a great one, Jenny. I mean, how many things do we not do because we're afraid? And I mean, that's a challenge for myself. I constantly am thinking, like, I need to step out here or step out there and not be afraid to do that. I mean, we fear losing security or losing relationships, when sometimes that risk is really important to take.
Yeah.
It's a great reminder. I need to actually go read that post and watch the video.
Yeah, her speech is, I mean, she's incredible. So her speech was pretty great. Good weekend.
Well, little two things hangout. This is nice.
Me too.
Little
Short and snappy.
You have any good plans this weekend?
I do. I got some good stuff lined up. I got a really good dinner planned with my aunt on Saturday. Have you been to Buona Porchetta in South Park?
No.
It is incredible. So we're getting there right at 5 because the line is out of control. You got to try it. Bring your wife there. It's fantastic. And then I'm babysitting on Sunday. So, that'll be interesting.
Imagine that.
I know. So, kids aren't in diapers, so I said it's okay. As long as the children are not in diapers, I will babysit.
It's a deal. I'll call you in like 3 years when my kids are out of diapers.
Done. You got it.
Well, I'll be following kids around for most of the weekend. Maybe a little soccer in there. Hopefully we get some more rain.
Good. Yeah, soccer in the rain. That would be fun. You should do that. Get real muddy, and kids love that, right?
Totally.
Love that.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, Jenny.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Enjoy your water. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Check out communicatebetterblog.com, and we will talk to you again next week.
Toodles. Wee.